Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Alocs CS G22 remote canister isobutane stove. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, today we've got an interesting little stove for you here, and it's rather affordable for what it is. Remote canister stoves can cost a little bit more, but this one's a pretty good deal, and I will give you a link at the end and show you where to pick one up if you're interested in it. But anyway, I tend to like remote canister stoves. They're simple, they're easy to use, they offer way better flame control than, say, the stoves you just stick on top of your isobutane container. And because of their lower profile and longer support arms, they offer better stability, especially with larger pots and pans. If you're going to be cooking with a pan, even one of the small little fold-out type pans, these are really easier to use, and you can actually cook full meals on them instead of just boiling water. Canister stoves also perform better in cold weather conditions because you can invert the canister. If I was to invert a stove that was connected to the canister, I'd have to turn the thing upside down. Doesn't make much sense. With this, if I have an isobutane canister connected here, I can just turn it upside down, and it tends to work a little better in very cold conditions. Now, in super cold conditions, these aren't the way to go. And we've shown you other stoves that will work in really, really cold weather. But for just average cold day, where the isobutane starts to frost up on you, turning it upside down will give you a little bit of a better burn. Also, the remote design allows you to use a standard windshield in windy conditions, so you're not kind of sticking it in there and it's too high or too low. So it's easier to use. And also, too, finally, remote canister stoves allow you to replace this with anything you want to do. You can use any kind of adapter on here. You can use a big, huge bottle of propane. You can use a bottle of butane, whatever you want, and you're not relying on this thing being really, really high with that big, huge bottle of propane or butane underneath it. So you definitely get more stability, and that's why I like them. Now, some of the cons are they're a little bit bigger and bulkier than the top-mounted canister stoves, and they're a little more costly than the top-mounted canister stoves. I've seen those as cheap as like $4. So these are really, really handy. If you're going to be using pans, they're handy. And also, too, if you're using them in colder conditions, they're handy. All right, so let's get into setting this thing up. I'm going to unfold the legs here really quick. That's fairly simple. You'll just kind of judge where you want them. There you go. That's all unfolded. You get that out of the way. See, it's always got that little curl in it. I have to figure that out, why it does that. But I've used this a few times already. I tend to like these kind of stoves for all the reasons I've listed, as well as the fact that they will suit larger or smaller cans on top of them, pots, pans, whatever. This is what we're going to be using today. This is just a Luxottica titanium, what is this, 750 milliliters? Yeah. And we're going to boil 2 cups of water and see how fast this works. Now, they say average boil time is 4.5 minutes, but they don't say what quantity of water they're using to judge that by. So we're going to use 2 cups. And what I did was I went in and refilled this with some tap water, because out here is kind of warm, and I didn't want to start it off with hot water. It kind of defeats the point of the test. We're going to pour 2 cups in here and give it a shot and see just how well that works. Now what I'm going to do is put something underneath that, because I don't want to melt my plastic. And I will bring you back when that's all set up, and I'll show you how to light it. There we go, 2 cups. And we'll time it and see how it does with 2 cups of water. Alright, I got it all hooked up here. I'm using one of these little Covia smaller canisters of isobutane. Now to turn this on, you're just going to turn this on towards the direction you want. And there's your little piezo igniter. And there you go. That's lit real quick. You see how low that simmers, and I can take that up to a raging flame in no time. But you see how well that simmers nice and low. So if you're looking to cook something over a low heat, these things are awesome. So let's put on our 2 cups of water. For some reason, my measuring cup has a bunch of stuff in it. I guess my dishwasher needs better detergent. It's kind of messy in there. But that won't affect the boiling test, and we're not drinking the water anyway, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to start my timer here. Why does it do that? Flip the other way. Alright, fine. And we're going to put it on here. I'm going to start the timer. And it just totally went away on me. There we are. Alright, let's turn it up. Start the timer, and we will see how quickly that comes to a boil. So we're about to be a minute in here, as you can tell by the timer. I just want to show you how quick this thing is working. Already we're starting to get bubbles coming up from the bottom. This thing is a little blowtorch when you want it to be. That's the nice part about it. If you don't want it to be like that, it doesn't have to be like that. You can simmer nice and low on it and cook food on it. So let's wait and see when we're done, and I'll let you know the total time. The top is boiling. It's definitely going. Let's stop that at 233. Turn that thing off before it decides to take off on us. So 2 minutes, 33 seconds to boil 2 cups of water. So if you're looking to conserve fuel, that's why I think these things are awesome. They can be really, really blowtorch flame hot, or they can be nice and mellow and really not disturb anything and let you cook at a low flame. So if you really want to cook a meal, you can do both things. You can cook the meal, you can cook chicken, say, at a lower flame. You know, if you're cooking raw food, you don't have to have that burning flame that'll burn everything right in the center. It does distribute the heat very, very evenly. You've got the plate diameter of about 1.7 inches on your burner. I'm going to take this off here carefully. Okay, so you got about 1.7 inches on there. You do have this here that is keeping your gas heated for a little bit more of an efficient burn. I have to say the legs are not hot at all, you know, so it can be moved fairly quickly. Again, this will take a little bit to calm down and cool off when you can put it in your pack. And it does come with this nice little stuff sack here. A little pack, not a stuff sack, but it'll hold it pretty well. So that's pretty cool too as well. Now the power on this, 2,800 watts. Like I said, the plate diameter, that middle section there, which I think is a ceramic coating on it, is about 1.7 inches. Unfolded, it's about 5 inches by 4 inches tall. A packing size, when it's all packed up, 4.1 inches by 3.6 inches by 2.3 inches thick. And it weighs about 6.3 ounces. It doesn't come with any fuel or anything like that, but of course most don't. So all in all, I think it's a pretty good deal. Now the price, these are $28.63, so around 29 bucks. I have seen these, especially the Covia Spider Stove, for crazy amounts of money. And my opinion is, when it comes to stuff like this, as long as it works, I'm not too worried about brand names. I've never had a canister stove fail, a remote canister stove fail on me. Even the cheapy ones that I bought off Amazon when I first started doing this channel, those things are still going. As a matter of fact, one of them I tore apart and made a burner inside of a little silverware strainer with a while back as a project. So all in all, I think it's a pretty good deal for 28 bucks. Definitely works quick. You saw it right here, 2 minutes and 33 seconds to get 2 cups of water going. That's still a little warm. I'm not going to mess with it. But yeah, if you're looking to boil water as well as cook a full meal, definitely remote canister stoves are the way to go. And I was talking about it before. This is already a little cold in here, and it's warm in here. You know, it's summer in the desert. When you're in cold weather, what you want to do is just invert it like that. And that will help it not freeze up and the gas flow a little bit better. So you'll have a better burn there. Because these can get really difficult to use when it's icy and cold out. In real cold weather, I wouldn't suggest them. You know, if you're going to buy one of these to go on your camping trip up in Alaska, no, get yourself a different type of stove that runs on liquid fuel. It does come with a good set of instructions here, fairly simple to understand. A little bit of misspellings here and there, but we all know what they're talking about. So, all in all, good little deal. Really inexpensive for a remote canister stove, really nice quality. I do like the fact that it's black coated. I find some of these ones that come in stainless, they just get so filthy. You know, after you've cooked a few times and the food spills on it and everything, and you know, yeah, you can wipe it off with some water, but I just kind of like that the way it looks. And I do like the ceramic coating on top. I think that's always kind of looked cool. I'm assuming that's done for ease of cleaning as well, because if something spills on it, you can just wipe it right off. So anyway, I will put the link down below where you can pick these up. I got this off Banggood. Honestly, I've been trying to find a different one for a different camping situation that I want to be using it for. And I just went looking on Banggood. I found it. Really cool little stove, and not too expensive either. And it was fairly quick shipping as well. So definitely cool little thing. Check them out. I will put the link down below. Don't forget to check out all our other links as well down there. We have our Amazon affiliate store, our freeze-dried wholesaler link. And by the way, folks, Freeze-Dried Wholesaler has added a prize to our 100,000 subscriber giveaway. They've added a $100 gift certificate. So I think what we're going to do is make that the second place prize, and the third place prize will be their food plus some Thrive food all in one box. So definitely check that out too. That is really nice of them to do. I really appreciated it. I asked them and they came through on that, so that was really cool. Don't forget to check out our My Patriot Supply link as well. That's preparewithiridium.com. Really easy to use, 25-year shelf life food. You buy it, you put away that and your water and set it and forget it, you're good to go. And as always, our Thrive Life freeze-dried store down below. If you're interested in checking it out, you don't need to buy anything. You can buy the food and just try it. You don't need to join anything. Really simple to use, great clean food. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.